It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great time.
Hello and welcome to the studio where we paint with the stress of everyday life. I'm going to be painting on a canvas today. This is a 12 by 10 and it's been pre-gessoed. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, please click the subscribe button there. Go along to the main channel, just find that by typing hashtag Clive5Art in the YouTube search bar. Go to the main channel, click the notifications buttons because I upload every single Monday at 7:30 Greenwich Mean Time. That's London time. Yes, so don't miss a video. Always click that button. Okay, so as I said, 12 by 10. Let's have a quick look at the palette. I've got some liquid clear and some medium mix in those little bowls. These are available on the website www.clive5art.co.uk. I'm going to be explaining how they work in 1 second. I've got a small variety of brushes. A lot of them are short flats. I've got an angled short flat there, a detail brush and just a little tiny filbert. But you use whatever brushes you want. You can use just plain tap water if you want to as well. So don't worry about, you can do the painting without any of this. That's just my own particular mediums that I like to use. I got some cerulean blue, some Prussian blue, some raw sienna, yellow ochre, cadmium red, a Mars black, a white and a burnt umber. It's as simple as that. There you go. So without further ado, I'm going to get a handful of kitchen paper. Now I've been painting some watercolours lately and click the iCards there. The iCards there are in the descriptions. That's going to take you to a playlist where I'm actually playing around with watercolours. And you can follow along as I learn, and I tell you, it can be rough, but you will learn a lot. You can learn with me, and I don't pretend to be a master at anything. I just like to show you that we all struggle, and if I can show you that we all struggle and we get there at the end, I've done my job. So don't worry if you're finding it a bit hard to paint. All you've got to do is don't stress about it. This is some liquid acrylic clear. Acrylic liquid clear. It's like a little bit of a retarder and a flow improver all mixed in. It's my own formula, and it's really good. You can paint this straight onto the canvas like that. You can see it's quite a glossy. It's acrylic based, so you can paint directly onto that if you want to, and it's good for actually painting on black surfaces, a bit like the Bob Ross liquid clear, in fact. But it's not the same. It's mine. So in fact, let's do that. Let's just put a little bit on the canvas. There we go. Now, can you use ordinary retarder for this? I'm not too sure. This is going to stay wet for quite a while. Don't overuse this. You don't want to use too much of this. It can make your paint go sticky. That's not what you want, really. It isn't. No. Get some Prussian blue. Let's get some Prussian blue and a little bit of cerulean blue. Let's mix them two together. Just get a sky colour. And let's just go in. Wow, that's dark. We want that watery effect looking type of sky. There you go. You can see it's quite a fluid type of paint. You can just use water, I suppose, with this, and maybe a little bit of retarder or something. You can see, I don't know if that's going to be shining. I think it's going to be shining too much on my on my cameras, so I'm going to dry that off in a second. I'm going to get a little bit of yellow ochre. I'm just going to mix a little bit of yellow ochre into that sky like that. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. I should have been raw sienna actually. I don't want this green sky, do I? But it doesn't matter. If it goes green, it goes green. We're looking for a nice fun coloured painting today. Bit of raw sienna then. Bit of raw sienna. There we are. That has actually gone green. Oh, but we don't stress. Let's mix a little bit of grey. Let's just neutralise that off. Because we don't want grey. I don't want green in the sky. We don't want grey. Grey is okay. Grey we can live with. Green? No. We can't live with green in the sky. As much as I'd like to be a little bit of an impressionistic artist, I don't think green is going to work. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to smooth my edges off. I'm going to dry that very quickly because we don't want this, we want you to just be able to see what I'm doing rather than having all this shine off. That's about the best I could get it. I actually rubbed the brush over it as well, like that, just to try and neutralise some of that liquid clear. As you can see, it does stay quite sticky, and not so much sticky, but quite fluid for a while. That's why it was designed, in fact. Okay, so I've gone into a little bit of lighter colour now. Let's get some lighter colour clouds coming in here. Get a bit of sienna. Put a bit of sienna in there, like that. Just mixing these colours up. I'm going to adjust my seat. I got one of these whirly artist seats, and I can adjust the height on it, which is good, in fact. So I've been going out and I've been doing a lot of plein air type of painting. It started off when we were in London together, Jason and I. You can check those videos out if you want to. They're quite good ones, actually. Just get a little bit of this. I've got a bit of cerulean blue now, and a little bit of white on my medium mix. Medium mix is a formulation of different products to basically, it's acrylic based, so you can use as much of that into the paint as you want. It's not going to affect the coverage, and it's not going to break down the bonds of the paint. In fact, it works really well in replace of water. If you want to use it, you can. Like as I said, it's a wonderful product because you don't have to worry about over thinning your paints too much. There's a rule of 40%, as you've heard me say many times in the past. I'm trying to replicate some sort of like a watercolor type of effect in this guy. Let's get some raw sienna down the bottom like that. Very quickly like this. A little bit of yellow ochre, a bit of raw sienna, a bit of yellow ochre. Just lighten up the parts of that sky. There we are. We can put some more formations on there in a second. Mix that in. It's just at the moment it's just an underpainting, so don't go worrying. Right, I'm gonna get some brush and blue. I'm just gonna draw a line, a nice dark line like that, straight across. There you go. That can come up there, like that. Just, I want to try and make it look water effect, like as if we'd done a watercolour. I'm trying to be as loose as I possibly can. There, like that. There we go. Let's get a bit of lighter blue in there now. I'm going to wash my brush. Can you tell what it is yet? No, I can't either. There we go. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of cerulean blue into that Prussian blue. I'm going to bring, this is going to be water obviously, this is going to come down to about there. There we are. Just a quick fun, off the top of your head type of painting. And why not? Who said we can't do that type of stuff? We've got a bit of sea there. I'm going to bring a bit of burnt umber now into here. Possibly. Could be some rocks or something. Who knows? I don't know. You decide. You decide what's in your landscape. It could be just a bit of a cliff or something there. A bit of a cliff. That's what you call a man with a seagull on his head. Cliff. It is, yes. Just put a couple of little highlighty things there, like this. Be loose, don't worry about detail. There you go, that'll do. Am I happy with that? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm washing my brush. I'm going to get some more raw sienna. There we go. A bit more raw sienna. Quite transparent. I don't know if you can see. No, that's quite transparent. Raw sienna. So I'm going to mix a little bit of white. And, well, I wasn't going to pick up black. I was going to pick up burnt umber. There we are. That's better. Yeah. Be careful you don't mix your colours up like I do sometimes. There we are. Just made it a little bit more opaque. Let's just bring that down there like that. Get a raw sienna down the bottom. Get a bit of that blue, that Prussian blue. Get some Prussian blue, get some burnt umber, Prussian blue and burnt umber, there we are. Let's make a dark colour, there like that. Get a bit more of that blue in there. Put that up there like that. Wash your brush. How's that sky doing? Testing with the back of my hand. I shouldn't have put that liquid clear on there. That liquid clear is okay. If you go along and have a look at the Bob Ross paintings where he painted on, you can see it's still wet. Look. Go along and have a look at how he did that. I've got some in the iCards as well. I'll put them in there for you because I actually did a painting on black with the liquid clear. So I'll put them in the descriptions and in the iCards here. I'm just mixing a little bit of cadmium red with my yellow ochre, making it like an orange colour. I'm going to bring a bit of that down like this. Just get a splash of colour there on here. Getting a little bit of white to it now just to lighten that colour up. Here and there and here, like that. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't want to overdo it. Let's get a little bit of white. I just realised I've only used one brush so far. That's pretty good for me. That is. There we go. Let's get some highlights. Down and down. Little scratchy marks to give it a little bit of definition. There we go. Putting it down. Get some white. Turner, the painter, Turner, he painted a lot of watercolours, and he actually marked a lot of his work with his nail, like that, like scratching like this, and they didn't like it. They thought it was like shouldn't be done, and he got ridiculed for a lot of his. Paintings. In fact, I'll be talking about Turner again in another lesson, but yep, he was the one that started the watercolours for sure. Right, I'm just going to put my brush away. I'm going to get another brush. This is another short flat. I'm just going to pull that in like that. So you can see there's a little bit of waves and things coming in on that beach. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I think you can. I'm just going to bring that a little bit more white paint just down like that. I'm just going to go very lightly across just to make it look as if it's wet. And maybe we'll just bring a few lines like that, very softly, very softly, just ease that off there like that, as if there's a little tide just come in, or his tide is going out or whatever. You can just touch up a little bit of detail there like that, nice and loose. So it's all about nice and loose. I'm going to go back now. I'm going to mix a little bit of white to the blue, a small amount of black, just to grey that off. I'm going to try and get some clouds dance across the sky now. Like this. Very lightly, just pull in like that. If it's dying a little bit, like there's a quite a bright bit there, I'm just going to add a little bit of grey into that. Maybe a little bit of this burnt sienna back into that sky, just to give it a little bit of colour. Maybe it's a storm cloud or something brewing there. Because that's not unusual where I live. It's going to be quite stormy around the coast and things. Get some more white. You notice I'm not using pure white, I'm using a toned white. And maybe we can use two brushes. Maybe you use one for applying the paint and use the other one for fluffing in. Do you know that liquid clear? Look, it's still wet. What a fantastic product that is, and that's available on the shop, www.fly5art.co.uk. Please pop along and check it out. A mist on those, coming across those cliffs or whatever they are. Just a fun type of painting. Does that look okay? I'm happy with that, I think. Yes. I tell you what I could do. I could get a bit more of this orange colour and just put a little bit more of a glow into that sky. Maybe bring a little bit just into that water like as if it's possible a sunset or something. There we are. We've got a little bit of colour into that water now. This is not about detail. Don't get held up in details. This is about being loose. It's about being free. And it's basically just having fun. So I'm just going to put some pebbles and rocks and something there. I'm going to use a little bit of there you go, some rocks and things. I'm going to put that in the thing. I want to get a dark colour, just to put some shadows on the back of these rocks. Don't get pulled up in detail. We're just going to just put shapes in, and then there we go. That'll do. Blend that in. Okay, now what we want to do is dry that with a hairdryer. I'm going to wash my brush very quickly. I'm just going to dry that with a hairdryer. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I've got a angled short flat. I'm going to pick up some of my medium mix. Pick up some titanium white. I'm going to add a little bit of blue to that. Now I'm going to find a line, and I'm going to just draw down like this. There's not a tracing for this. You need to draw this out. You need to go freehand. You need to go freehand. Don't worry about perfection. Stay loose with it. This is not about details and perfection. I keep saying this. You need to be loose and free, and if you're happy with the result, that's all well and good. That's all well and good. But if you're not happy with the result, well, just learn by what you've done wrong. Try and see where you think you've gone wrong. I'm always there at the end of an email, don't forget. I'm always there at the end of an email, so I can help you. Just send me a comment in the comment box, or send me an email. Pop along to the website www.clive5art.co.uk. Send me an email from there. So we've got a bit of grey and a bit of white, blue white there. That one edge is just disappearing. There we go. So let's just make a little bit more. I want to make this a little bit darker. So learn by your mistakes. You know, we've got to make mistakes. If we don't make mistakes, we're never going to learn. And I make loads of mistakes. You follow along with my watercolour tutorial, and you can have a laugh as well, because I tell you, I laugh at myself sometimes. And if you can't laugh at yourself, then you can't laugh at everybody, really, can you? Sometimes it's good just to have a little giggle about what you've done. Oops, as he throws his brush across the studio floor. And it's not easy for me to get down at my age. Oh dear me. Oh, I can get down, I can't get back up. Right, so I'm just got a detail brush. I'm just going to just straighten them lines up a little bit with that detail brush. There we are. I'm going to get a bit of pure white now. Get a bit of pure white. Just put a little bit of contrast into this. This is a lighthouse, by the way. If you haven't already guessed. There's the distant rocks, and we got a right lighthouse. And let's get some black, a little bit of Prussian blue, because we don't want a pure black. We want a black that's on the blue side. And if you mix, well, it's a Payne's grey now, for a fact. There you go, it's a Payne's grey. It is. Oof. Getting a bit of my medium mix there. Let me put another. There you go. Have fun. Have fun. Just find that shape that we're looking for. What we can do, get a bit of that grey. Grey. Get a bit of white. Yeah, a little bit of white. Mix that white in there. It's just very subtle. We are having to play with a little bit of detail now, so we can afford to, because we've been loose on the rest of the painting. There we go. Kill some of that black off. We don't want that black true in our face. Let me just kill that black off on the side a little bit. There we go. Let me get some of that. Nice sharp point, a little bit of fluid, a nice sharp point. And let's just put some lines across like that. I'll go that way as well. Because it looks like, make it look like a lighthouse. Wow. Cardamom red. Well, we knew we was going to use it, but I didn't know exactly where we were going to use it, but we're going to use it now. There you go. Add a little bit of black to that, just to darken it, because this side is in shadow. Gives a bit of dimension there. Just put a few little railings around there like that. There you go. What we want to do now, get a dark colour. Let's put a little window there like that. And we can put a little window there. And there's a little door there, because he's got to have a way to get in and out. This is the man. There we are. There's a couple of little windows in there. We could just put a little bit of white in there, a little bit of white, just like that. There we go. Wow, that's looking good. I quite like that. I quite like that. There's a little lighthouse. Now we need to just go to town now. If I can find my script lining brush. There we go. This is a long, thin script lining brush. There we are. Just get some, thin it right down. Get some Prussian blue. Get some of this yellow ochre. Come on, get some yellow ochre in there. It's going to go like a dark green colour. Now we want to make green. Now we want to make green, we can't make green. So just, we need to get that a lot thinner than that. Just chuck some things in like this, make it colourful. Yeah, it doesn't matter what colour. What colour's grass? I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. Let's get some cerulean blue and yellow ochre and some white. Oh, that's a lovely turquoisey colour. There we are. Didn't know you could do that. You play around with colour sometimes and you'll be really surprised the type of colours you can get. You can either make mud or you can make something that's quite a pretty looking colour. It's a bit of contrast. Here and there and there you go. Darken that off a touch. There you go, that's better. Let's put some shadow over there. Got a little bit of shadow coming off that lighthouse, so let's just put a little bit of colour in. I'll do. Let's make this a bit lighter. I'll throw a few more. Just for luck. Like that. What I'm going to do now is get my angle short flat. I've got brushes everywhere. I'm going to go into some of this Prussian blue. A bit of Prussian blue and black. Just cover that corner up a bit like that. I'll do. I'm happy with that. I think we can call that done. So please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click the subscription button there. Join me every Monday at 7:30 Greenwich Mean Time, where we paint away the stress of everyday life. Have a fun time. Just throw some paint on the canvas and see what you can come up with. Nice.
And don't forget to click subscribe.